They are dirty, so us playing Aggie football, that's what we do. So we're definitely going to try to stay on our brand of football and not stoop down to their level.
Hey everyone, are you ready for the weekend? You know what weekend it is. It's Aggie-Eagle Classic. And on this special edition of the No Huddle, we're going to get back in the way back machine and take a look at some classic Aggie-Eagle Classics.
The Aggie-Eagle Classic, one of the fiercest rivalries in all of HBCU football. A matchup of bitter enemies that dates back to 1924, with each game and each year stoking the flames of their mutual hatred.
It was hard for me to understand it at first when I came here in '75. It was like the game. And you could lose other games, but you did not lose this football game.
The 2018 showdown marks the 90th meeting between the Aggies and the Eagles, with the most recent iterations of the Classic having close games, midfield skirmishes, and all types of championship implications. And HBCUGameday has had a front row seat for the last 4 years. So sit back, get your popcorn ready, and let's take a trip down memory lane and relive the intensity that is the Aggie-Eagle Classic. Final week of the MEAC regular season, and we all know what that means. It's time for the Aggie-Eagle Classic. And even though this one wasn't for all the MEAC marbles like in years past, when Central and A&T square up on the gridiron, you can throw away the records, lace up your boots, and prepare for a good old-fashioned street fight. A&T comes into this one looking to put an exclamation point on an undefeated season and go into the Celebration Bowl with no confusion as to who runs the MEAC. The Eagles of North Carolina Central had nothing to lose and came into Greensboro with all types of hate in their heart.
And we go out fighting. I promise you we going out fighting.
And do trust, that feeling was mutual on the Aggie side of the field as well.
1, 2, 3,
and it wasn't just the players either. The Aggie tailgaters were out here throwing all types of shade on the Eagles.
We don't care about mercy today. Got to fry them dirty birds. Got to fry them dirty birds, baby.
We eating the birds, baby. It ain't just Thanksgiving. We eating the birds.
Deep fried. Deep fried. That's right. We said deep fried.
Aggie Stadium was packed. The hitters was out there hitting, and the refs were coming out the waistband quicker than a Dirty Harry sequel. And this was a big dogs only situation on the yard in Aggie Stadium. This little pregame dust-up cost the Eagles one of their star defensive players as Devontae Reynolds had to take off the pads and go into Hoodie Reynolds mode for the rest of the afternoon. After a scoreless first quarter, the Aggies get into a rhythm in the second. Jamari Smith breaks free for a 23-yard gain that sets up this 13-yard score from Lamar Rayner to Elijah Bell. That score is Bell's 11th touchdown on the season, breaking his former teammate Denzel Key's single-season touchdown record. Aggies go up 7-0. 16 seconds left in the first half. North Carolina Central's Isaiah Totten breaks this one outside for a 40-yard scamper that sets up a 52-yard, yes, you heard that correctly, a 52-yard field goal by Aiden Johnson. That makes the score 7-3 Aggies as we went to halftime. North Carolina Central University marching sound machine put on for the North Cac with some Petey Pablo during their halftime performance. The blue and gold marching machine, however, said this the Aggie-Eagle Classic and y'all gonna catch this disrespect.
They won't run it.
No, sir. I know I didn't see it coming. The blue and gold marching machine delivering a knockout punch at the half. Third quarter, Lamar Rayner hits Elijah Bell again, this one for 23 yards. It originally looked like it would be his 12th touchdown of the year, but he's ruled out of bounds at the 1. Enter the high point bruiser himself, Mr. Markel Cartwright, to punch it in from 1 yard out, and the Aggie lead grows to 14-3. A&T right back to work later in the third. Jamari Smith takes this handoff around the edge for 29 yards. Lamar Rayner follows it up with a 16-yard rush of his own down to the 2-yard line, and the bruiser Markel Cartwright coming back in to do what he does best. He breaks through the line for his second score of the afternoon. Aggies rolling at home. They go up 21-3 midway through the third quarter. The Eagles down, but still flexing their talons. They managed to add a 3-yard score from Isaiah Totten to close the gap to 21-10. But the Aggie defense didn't show the Eagles any love for the rest of the game, holding NCCU to only 7 yards of offense in the fourth quarter. And by the time Elijah Bell catches this one-handed beauty, the track at Aggie Stadium was 4 rows deep, ready to storm the field. The Aggies were too strong for too long as they bring home the 24-10 victory in the Aggie-Eagle Classic. The A&T seniors finally get a win over Central as they cap off a historic undefeated season at 11-0, giving them their first outright MEAC title since 2003.
Man, no better feeling being the first team in MEAC history to come out 11-0 and do it against your rival makes it even better. So we know we talked all year, watch film. We came out, our motto was 1-0 week. You get that done, you can be 11-0. And with our meeting last night, we just told everybody we got to get it for the seniors. This senior class hasn't beat them 3 years straight, and no better way to do it being 11-0 and get to go 12-0 in the bowl game. So I'm just happy for our seniors. They're the foundation of this football team, and they started out here. So without them, we wouldn't be nothing.
And in the midst of all the celebration after the game, North Carolina A&T Chancellor Harold Martin officially accepts his Aggies' invitation to represent the MEAC in the 2017 Celebration Bowl.
I would like to extend this great invitation to you and the Aggie family to the 2017 Celebration Bowl. Congratulations on a great season. Thank you. Go for it. Coach Broadway, the coaching staff, the Aggie football team. Not only are we Aggie proud of you, this has been an incredible season. Not only are we going to the Celebration Bowl, but we're the MEAC champs and we're undefeated. Congratulations. Thank you very much. We'll be with you in Atlanta for the Celebration Bowl. Congratulations. Yeah!
Hey everyone, this is HBCU Game Day. I'm Stephen Gaither. This is Wiley Pitt, and we are in Durham, O'Kelly-Riddick Stadium, the scene of North Carolina A&T, North Carolina Central. A lot of hype heading into this one, right?
A ton of hype. I mean, this game was crazy. I personally feel like this is the biggest football rivalry in the state of North Carolina, period, point blank. You know, we had fans in the stands. We had fire marshals, warnings for them to get back. I mean, this game was hype, to say the least.
Right. So when we get to the actual game, first quarter, we don't have any score, but we do have some big plays. There's an interception, a couple of defensive plays, and then early in that second quarter, you had Malcolm Bell and the North Carolina Central offense come alive.
Malcolm Bell was really the difference maker. He made plays in the air. He made plays on the ground. That man today, he just made plays. That's all you can really say about him.
Yeah, senior day for him, so it's a big game. It's his last game at O'Kelly-Riddick Stadium, and it's definitely one he's going to remember for a long time, him as well as the rest of North Carolina Central. And not only him, but also Mike Jones had some picks. Devontae Freeman had some big plays, Reggie Hunter. So they were clicking on offense, defense, special teams, and it was just North Carolina Central's day, right?
It was, and I thought quarterback play was the biggest factor in this game. Lamar Rayner being out, and it just seemed like Central wasn't scared for them to throw the ball. Central just packed that box in real tight. said Tariq Cohen is not going to beat us, and if you're going to win this game, you're going to have to win it over the top.
For North Carolina A&T, not the result they wanted, but they are 9-2. They do have an FBS win, and so there's a chance for the playoffs. You know, you've seen this team all year. Do you think they deserve another chance?
Oh, they definitely do. A&T has a great team. I hope Lamar Raynard isn't too hurt so that he can make it back for the playoffs because he's a key cog for them. But A&T still got a lot to play for, and A&T just couldn't put enough of those plays together in a row. Along with the turnovers that they had, it just wasn't their day. Aggies, I wouldn't get too down on myself. It's time to pick up your head and keep playing football.
Right, yeah. I mean, this game has been really close the last couple of years and kind of took a step back this year. But I think that's a credit to North Carolina Central. You know, they've been the underdog the last couple of years, and you could feel it. They felt like they felt like people treated them even though they didn't see themselves like that. So now they've got this win. So they're MEAC champs. There's no sharing. They're going to the Celebration Bowl, and they're pretty excited about it, right?
Oh, yeah. And just like you said, that was one thing I heard on the field a lot during postgame was that they doubted us. Central seemed to feel like the world was against them. They didn't have the big superstars that maybe A&T had coming into the game, and Central just decided that, you know, they were going to show no co-champs, no nothing. It was all Eagles all day today. So salute to Central because they played a heck of a game for sure.
Right, so North Carolina Central MEAC champs. They're third straight MEAC championship with their first sole win in quite some time. Those guys are going to enjoy that. They're going to go and take on the SWAC champs, the Celebration Bowl in Atlanta. We're going to be there. You should be there. And make sure you check up with HBCU Game Day for a lot of great coverage from this game and going into the Celebration Bowl. I'm Stephen Gaither.
I'm Wally Pitt.
And you're watching HBCU Game Day.
We ain't sharing. We not sharing no more. We not sharing no more.
We always talk about we don't get respected enough, and it feels great to finally earn our respect.
Man, the emotions was going crazy in the locker room, man. We have a bonfire before the games, our last home game, and the emotions out there last night was that's what really brought us out here to win because we knew we were going to shut them down. I mean, we've been shutting everybody down all year. They just never played any defense like ours, so we just had to do what we had to do. Man, it's truly a blessing, man. God really looked out for us. This year was a blessed year for us, and the coaching staff really did a good job putting the team together, bonding, and we came out victorious this year.
It's huge, man, especially from being outright, man. We're the only ones that got a championship. It's big, man, big for the program. It's a foundation, the exposure. We've been through so much. We came after a 2-9 season, 3 head coaches, man. We just kept fighting through adversity. And God is good, man. You see what happens, man. Beauty in the struggle, man. We appreciate it. It's a great experience, man. Had a good run at NCCU.
It's a blessing, man. It's a blessing, man. We're going to Atlanta, man.
We're going to the A. We're going to the A. It feels great. Feels wonderful. Feels great. Feels hey, yeah.
Man, I'm thinking about this for about the past 2 years. It's just a blessing and an honor to be able to go and represent the conference in a big game.
You know, we couldn't be successful without everybody putting forth a great effort, and that's what we did tonight. What you see is a combination of everything coming together over 3 years, and we finally got it out right.
We're going home with this one. Let's go to the room with us, baby. We're going to sleep with it tonight.
He threw it back shoulder, and I just threw my hand up, and God just caught it. Yeah, God, he was in me all day. I've been praying all week. I just want to thank him. We knew that we were a better team. You know what I'm saying? So throughout the whole offseason, we were just fighting outright champions. Don't lose no games in the MEAC, you know what I'm saying? And we set that goal, and we accomplished that goal. So for us to go to the A, it's a dream come true for me and the team and North Carolina Central University. And like I said, we just got one more. We're gonna finish the job.
The 2015 Aggie-Eagle Classic had even more on the line thanks to the brand new Air Force Reserve Celebration Bowl. And even though A&T had a chance of heading to Atlanta whether they beat NCCU or not, there was still a share of the MEAC title at stake, and NCCU was eager to plant that Eagle flag in the soil of Aggie Stadium for the first time in a long time. Malcolm Bell had himself a big day with 200 yards in the air and a rushing touchdown. Both teams traded big-time special teams plays, but Darrell McClain's 16-yard touchdown in the fourth quarter proved to be all the Eagles needed as NCCU wins the game 21-16 and received a share of the MEAC title.
Congratulations! You guys did a heck of a job. You guys understand? You did a heck of a job. All the adversity we went through this year, everything that it was about, the ups, the downs, the pitfalls, we managed to persevere and leave no doubt on the field. Yeah! We left no doubt out here. If they thought it was a fluke last year, they're going to have to understand the road to the championship goes through door.
But North Carolina A&T would have the last laugh as they went on to represent the conference in the Celebration Bowl.
HBCU game day at O'Kelly-Riddick Stadium here on the campus of North Carolina Central, and a big win for North Carolina Central over North Carolina A&T, a big emotional win. Let's hear from some of the players and coaches about what this victory means.
Last year, that left a bigger taste in my mouth. I'm just glad it's my last year. I can finally say I beat A&T. It feels good.
Oh, it's a great feeling. You know, the hard work, 6 a.m., summer workouts, it all came together. And at the end of the day, that last little series, that's what they need to stay focused on. And that's what they did.
Tolly Carr and Stephen J. Gaither back here with you. And Stephen, this game, turnovers really is what it all boiled down to, and it started from the very beginning of the game.
Right. You had A&T go down, get a quick score, but after that, Central fumbled the ball away to them, and then, I don't know what the guys had a problem with handling the ball. It wasn't raining out here, the weather was fine, so maybe it was just nerves because the MEAC title was on the line. And both teams lost it and gave it away, and the Eagles
a lot of unforced fumbles too.
Right. Yeah. You have to think it was just nerves. The conditions were fine. It was a little cold, but there was a lot on the line. A lot of these players had never been in this position, so it's a rivalry game, and I guess you just have to chalk it up to nerves. But Central was able to overcome that, and A&T wasn't. They had a big one at the end.
Now my prediction was under over. Denzel Keys scores one or more, they'll win. If he doesn't, they won't. Central really shut Keys down. I was surprised by that.
Yeah, Keys really wasn't much of a factor. They tried to throw him a pass at the end of the game to win it, and he wasn't able to come up with that ball. But it was mostly Tariq Cohen that did those guys in early, but they were able to kind of bottle him up and shut him down later. He did have some runs, and then at the end he had that almost touchdown, but they were able to stop.
Chance to tie it at 21. He fumbles at the half-yard line.
Right. Yeah. He's a great young player. 2 great seasons in a row. But he's going to remember that one until they get back here next year, because that's where their automatic title went. He's right down there. He fumbles the ball, and Central's able to recover it, stay away out of the end zone and not give up the safety, and, Central is co-MEAC champs.
And we talked about Central being second in the league in passing, but they really got it done running today.
Right, yeah. Central, their thing is passing, and they kind of threw those guys for a loop, coming out and running the ball. Coach Jerry Mack in his first year did a great job beating a veteran coach in Rod Broadway. He had the perfect game plan, and, they came out victorious.
For Stephen J. Gaither, I'm Tolly Carr, HBCUGameday.com.
The Aggie-Eagle Classic in general. We're going to get to last year later, but just in general, what's it like,
yeah,
for you having played, been on the field so long? What is it about that matchup that makes it special?
2 championship caliber teams since 2014 going at it. Alumni is big on both sides. It's a lot of trash talking going on. A lot of people have mutual friends, mutual family over there. So, the game When you get here and on the field, especially when we home, you'll see this side packed out, this side packed out, this side packed out. But the practice field packed out with a TV. So like my first time, I was just like, I don't have any room for error. Like I can't. Like everybody and their mama watching.